unto me from the ground.
His brother dead. But he ain't dead to God. In hearing wise, he's still here. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Verse 11.
You know what this is? This is DNA. How do they find out the father, like I said, going to do a DNA test? They had to test the blood. The blood can talk. If a person get raped, they got blood and sebum, it talks. If you got any type of blood on anything, that's why a lot of people in these gangster movies, they try to spray and get all the blood up. Because if they get a sample of that blood, it gonna talk in DNA. It able to go back to them. It able to find out who died here. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
So the earth talking to God. Let's go back to Revelation chapter 6. Read with some understanding here. So you'll know what you're reading. I was a good teacher. Boy taught me this a long time ago. I can't take that from him. My mouth was open. Dog. The blood talk? Yeah, it talk. And we should know that. Especially all these forensic science majors. Anyway, Joe, you should know something about that blood. And you're not a forensic scientist, but you're a pharmacist. But it's all in there together. Revelation chapter 6, we're going to start with verse 9. So we can read with some understanding. Go ahead.
And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held.
God seeing the blood that's on the ground that was shed. Go ahead.
And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Because they want revenge.
Right.
Guarantee when they die, like, oh, you gonna let me die like this? How did John die?
Got a head
Got a head cut off. How did Stephen die? They stoned to death. Where that blood went? To the ground, and he crying out to God. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season.
He said they're going to rest for a little season to the resurrection. But this right here shook me, the next verse. Go ahead.
Until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Ooh. He said the fellow brothers, they're going to be killed the same way. This talking about us now.
Yes, sir.
Not particularly you and me, but as a nation, Israel. We're going to get caught over here. A lot of people going to get caught over here, and they ain't going to go to the wilderness. And their blood going to be spilled. Just like Cain killed Abel. Just like all the prophets died for telling what?
The truth.
The truth. And this is the truth.
No, this is the truth.
It's along with the territory. But you won't hear this in Sunday church. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood.
Now we down to the sixth seal. We know to understand the first four to five seals, the angels were rode on, the horsemen were rode on the backs of those angels was kings, and they were dealing with these angels, and they brought destruction to this earth. And wars, and rumors of war, all these wars, like we seen right up here, all these people, they're going to come together and warn, and they don't know why they warn. They don't know, because of why? They ain't reading the book. We know. So the sixth seal over. This going to bring in the coming of the Lord. It's coming of Jesus. Go ahead.
13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind.
Who ever seen stars from the sky fall to the earth? That's how it's going to be, man. It's going to destroy a third of the water, a third of the trees by these meteors. That's the only way I can tell you. It's a meteor, the star. It's a rock. They're going to destroy the earth. It ain't going to be hard no water, vegetation. The air going to be so thick because we know oxygen comes from where? Trees. So if you destroy a third of the tree, it's going to be hard to breathe. Smog. Go ahead.
14. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
Understand this, these heavens gonna roll back, and you're gonna see what's out there in the third heaven. Let's see who we're gonna see. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Wait a minute, why all these rich men, poor men hiding? Go ahead.
And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Wait a minute, hide us from who?
From Jesus.
From Jesus. That brother up there with his black skin like mine, hide him, because they know what they done did to us. That's our brother. He coming for vengeance. They were waiting on this white Jesus. They thought that was the white Jesus in the first seal open. Now the sixth seal going into the seventh seal, Jesus coming on the last trump. They said, oh, we've been tricked. Now we got to deal with this man, people. We got to deal with all that blood that we done shed. Killing them through slavery. Killing them through Egypt. Killing them all this stuff. Killing them. They didn't know they was killing the people of God, a lot of them. But they're going to understand who we are. He said, hide us from the face of him that's sitting on the throne, from the wrath of the Lamb. Wait a minute, Jesus got wrath? Yeah. It's his time to wrath at the seventh trump. Go ahead.
For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
A lot of people ain't gonna be able to stand when the great day of his wrath comes. Amen. His wrath coming. But before all this happens, I'm going to take you to Revelation chapter 7 and 1. Look at this. Let's see what we supposed to be doing before all this comes to pass. He giving us time. We living in this day. Revelation chapter 7 and verse 1. Let's see what we supposed to be doing that the Lamb told us to do before these seven seals open. Go ahead.
And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Now he's holding back these four angels on earth so that it ain't your time yet.
Right.
What the 44 wind? That wind you can see?
They know the angels.
No. The four winds in Daniel chapter 7 that stroll among the sea. These are the four nations, the Gentile nations, that are read in the handout. Coming down for Nebuchadnezzar, King Cyrus, King Darius, all the way down to Alexander the Great and their four generals. The Gentile dynasties are going to rise back up. And these are talking about these Gentile dynasties. He said, hold back. It's not ready for the red horse to tell the rider to go to war. It's not ready for the white horse to tell the rider to go to war. The pale horse. Oh, it's not ready for that. Hold them back. And do what? Go ahead.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
He said, I saw another angel ascending from the east, the seal of the living God. If you want to know what the seal of the living God is, what knowledge in your forehead, which is the commandments. Deuteronomy chapter 6, you can go and read it. Believe me, I pose this question to a lot of people. Quote me the 10 Commandments, I'll give you $100. Ain't nobody took my money yet. Nobody. I ain't gonna give y'all that. But ain't nobody took my money yet. So they don't have the seal. They don't have it. Only the ones that have the knowledge. Go ahead.
Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
He said, horsemen, hold back. That's all he tell them, hold back. I got to seal my servants. Who are you going to seal? Is it the Jehovah's Witnesses? No. Is it the Muslims? No. Let's see who we going to seal first, because we are the forerunners of this gospel. Go ahead.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed. And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
This is what these people of the Jehovah's Witnesses say. Only 144,000 going to heaven. This is not what they're talking about.
No, sir.
It's not.
Come on.
These are the forerunners in our day. We could be one of these forerunners sealing the children of Israel. All of us going out teaching everybody where to be and what you're supposed to be doing. It's us. This is us right now. This is in our day. This ain't in the past. I did a lesson on the 2 sets of 144,000. But this is us right now because he said, hold back the 4 winds, hurt not the earth. They weren't talking about that this time. This our day, this our generation. Who it is? Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000.
See, right now, we don't know what tribe we from, but we sealing people. You ain't got to know what tribe you from to seal people. We working. I don't know what tribe I am, but he gonna let me know. Because these are the forerunners. These are the ones that seal the people before those 7 seals are open so they can be in the place of safety. Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Nephilim was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000.
I just want to read all them brothers' names. Because these are no Gentiles, no white folks. These are no Africans. These are the 12 tribes of Israel, which are the so-called Negroes. We the ones seal everybody. And then they take this to the nation.
Yes, sir.
But a lot of people think, you looking at all these Gentile nations, all these Jehovah's, think they got the truth. Israel got the truth.
Right.
That's why we teaching people who they are. Who they are. You finished with that?
Yes, sir.
I just want to read that. We ain't going out to the right roads. Let me show you how we seal people. Let's go to Psalm 91. Let's see what we're supposed to be after we seal these people. I'm going to be here. Lord with it. Please, Lord. Please. Let me get enough strength to get there. Because this is going to be the only place to be protected. Only place. He says, hold back the 4 winds of the earth so they won't hurt the earth until they seal the servants of God. Seal them. And this is the spot. Once you understand the knowledge of God, you better be here. Better. Psalm 91 and 1. My mama taught me this prayer when I was a little boy. I told her this morning, I said, I'm going to scare you this morning, mama, watch it. And she said, boy, I'm going to see. She watching. But she taught me this a long time ago, but she was saying in a literal fact that this is happening now. Or back when I was little. No. This happened one time only. It got some similarities with how God helped you.
Right.
But this is talking about during the great tribulation right here. And I'm going to show you. Psalm 91 verse 1. Let's see. After the service of God was sealed, this is the spot. Get to the spot, Hill. This is the spot we're supposed to be right here. Go ahead.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Hold up. Who knows the secret place? Out there in YouTube yet, Facebook land, secret place. Your pastor teach you about the secret place? Or he taught you, God can save you anywhere. Stop letting it lie to you. It's only one place and it's secret because the nations are not teaching from the book of Revelations and Daniel. We know what the secret place is. It's outside of Jerusalem in the wilderness, in the desert. With no water there. Nothing is there right now. But it's going to spring up like a paradise and we're going to show you. Keep going.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust.
That's a habitation. We living somewhere. Living somewhere. It ain't your house. It ain't your car. It ain't this building. You ain't protected over here. We can die at any time. This place right here, you're going to be protected. You ain't going to die no more. Because once you get in this place right here, that's it. 3.5 years, we coming to the first resurrection, baby. Go ahead.
Verse 3, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
See, he said the snare of the fowler, meaning that war. Noisome pestilence, meaning diseases, chemical warfare. Keep going.
And he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
They're going to be angels. They're going to be outside the wilderness. You're going to see them forehead, them 6 wings, them calf feet, and they're going to be out there protecting us from that snare of that pestilence. They shooting all this chemical all over the world to kill people. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
We ain't gonna be afraid when they shoot this pestilence out of these weapons. You're like, oh, okay, he got a little rocket right there. You're gonna be sitting here watching it. You're gonna see people dying by the thousands. Go ahead, he's gonna tell you right here.
Verse 6, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Because the pestilence walking in darkness, you can't see it. You can't see it, and sometimes you can't even smell it until it hits you. Can you see COVID-19? It's airborne. He said, neither. He said, no other, read that again.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
We're not going to be afraid of that. Because the man's going to protect us from all of that inside of the wilderness, the secret place. Go ahead.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
See, I told you. You're going to see people dying by the boatload. That's why Jesus said that. He said the blood on this earth going to come up to a horse or bridle. I understand that. Go ahead.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
I told you, you're going to have a front row seat. We're going to have a front row seat. You're going to see all these people dying. All these people dying. Let me show you something. Let me show you how they're going to die. You hold your spot there. We're coming back. Let's go to Revelation chapter 9. Coming right back to that. These 7 seals, man. And this is the place where we protected from those 7 seals. This is the Lamb, the 7 seals, and the horsemen. We know the horsemen are the angels. We know the riders are the 4 kings. The kings that gonna run this earth at this time right here. I can't say it's Putin. He the king of Russia. I can't say it's Kim Jong. They the king of China. I can't say the European Economic Community because they ain't formed the 10 all the way. But once they form the 10 of the European Union, get ready. Revelation chapter 9. That's it, Revelation 9. That ain't what I want. Wait a minute, you're getting ahead of yourself. Revelations chapter, the one I can't see, I'm in the wrong book. Revelation chapter 9, verse 1. Yeah, that's what I want. I'm in Hebrew. One I can't see. Go ahead. Let's see this pestilence.
And the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit.
And we know that star is Satan. That star is Satan. They fall from heaven. The bottomless pit is to earth. He gonna control it. We ain't getting into that right now. Go ahead.
And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit.
This is what this war, all this pestilence, he gonna unleash upon the earth. He controlling all this through them angels. Go ahead. He's the angels. Go ahead.
And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power.
This is military weapons, military equipment. He got control of this. John didn't know what a tank looked like. He said, man, that look like a scorpion. All he know is shooting something out of it. He didn't know what a helicopter was. God is showing him this 2,000 years ago. He didn't know about this technology, but we know. Go ahead.
Verse 4, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads.
See, I told you, if you ain't sealed at the time, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. Go ahead.
And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh the man.
How you not kill somebody and be tormented for 5 months? That's chemical warfare. You laying on your deathbed, tormented. It's going to be hard for people to survive. It's going to be a lot of pain for 5 months. This is the pestilence you read in Psalm 91. He said he's going to protect you from. Go ahead.
And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
That's hard.
That's rough.
You want to die. Like, man, this pain's so unbearable. I want to die. But they can't die. Why they can't die? It's like a person who's bedridden. They die laying there. They can't move. You can't even commit suicide because you're going to be paralyzed. Excuse me. They're going to be paralyzed. Go ahead.
Verse 7, and the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men.
All you got to do is just go look at a helicopter or a jet. That's all it is. Military equipment. They're going to bring this pestilence, this pain. Go ahead.
And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates as it were breastplates of iron. And the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle.
You ever seen the helicopter crank up? That would sound like horses running. Now John is writing this a long time ago. This is how he's describing it. That's all. There's nothing hard about it. Go ahead.
Verse 10, and they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months.
That is the pestilence. For 5 months. What we just read in Psalm 91, he protected us from that. Read that next verse.
No, verse 11. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon.
Satan, that's all he is. That's Satan controlling all of this for 3.5 years. Let's go back and finish Psalm 91. Because this is the protection. This is the reward for us being sealed by God and not letting this flattery influence us to leave the Sabbath. This flattery, not letting us influence us to leave the dietary laws, the holy days. Don't get flattered like that. This is very important. The foolish things of this, the things of God are foolish to the world, but the God is very important.
Yes.
Psalm 91 and 6. Let's finish this. Go ahead.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
So you understand what is that pestilence?
Right.
Chemical warfare. Go ahead.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee.
Now we see, we in the wilderness, we're going to look at it. The man's just going to be protecting us. Go ahead.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
Wait a minute, habitation? That's the spot.
Yes, sir.
You have made it there. Refuge. What is refuge? Protection. The spot. He gonna feed you. He gonna clothe you. He gonna give you water. He got it all. And I'm gonna show you that. Go ahead.
There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
So don't worry about COVID-19. Go ahead.
For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways.
So who is protecting us?
These angels.
Angels. This is when you'll see the Holy Spirit right here. Go ahead.
They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stone.
He said, stand back and get too close to that edge right there. You might get hurt. They're going to be all out there protecting us. Get too close to that, Jeff. Move back. Go ahead.
Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder. The young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. So
right this time, you ain't going to be scared of no snake or lion. God has a covenant with the animals right now. The animals ain't gonna hurt us. Now outside, This man in Amos gonna run in the house from a lion. He gonna try to kill him and the snake by him. But inside here, he gonna be playing with them snakes. Oh, that's a lion. Hey, Baba. Coming to America, baby. Coming to America. Y'all got it. Hey, Baba. Go ahead.
Verse 12. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stone.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet.
Ain't them animals ain't gonna touch us. We gonna control them. Go ahead.
Because he has sent his love upon me.
He said what?
His love upon me.
Go ahead.
Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name.
He gonna deliver because we know the God of Israel, which is Jesus. Go ahead.
He shall call upon me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him.
Because he's gonna be right. He's gonna be real close to us right now. Believe that. Go ahead.
With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation.
Get to this spot. Isaiah chapter 35, last verse. Isaiah 35. Let's see what else in this spot, which is called the place of safety, the wilderness, refuge, secret place. God got many names. And they throw a lot of people off because they think you're reading the Bible on one word. One word in the Bible can even have many meanings. You got to put them in the proper context. I had to learn that. Had some good teachers, man. God of Israel sent me some good teachers. I was dumb as a dodo when it comes to prophecy. Let's see about this secret place that you and I got to be in. What does it bring to us? Verse 1, Isaiah 35 and 1. This wild favorite verse. Go ahead.
The wilderness and the solitary place shall be glad for them, and the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose.
Wait a minute. It's a desert? Once we get in there, vegetation, water just gonna spring up. It's gonna be a paradise. It's gonna look like going to the islands. They gonna say, man, look at these folks over here. They got all this water, they got all these trees, they got all this food. Man, we finna go over there. Man, just gonna be out there like, you come over there. I'm gonna kill you right now. And we're gonna be sitting there eating and watching. Oh, he just got shot down. Man, give me another piece of that chicken. I ain't trying to say that funny, man, but we gonna see it. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, it shall blossom abundantly and rejoice even with joy and singing. The glory of Lebanon shall be given unto it. The excellency of Carmel is Sharon. They shall see the glory of the Lord and the excellency of our God.
What is blossom?
Spring up.
Spring up. Like you come into the spring, everything blossoms back.
Yes, sir.
It's dead. That's how it is. You're going to change season, but that season's going to change in the wilderness. We're going to have a blossom of everything, water and all that. It's a desert now. You can look at it. Go look at the map. Go put it up on Google. Nothing there. There's going to be some people that are going to build stuff and help us there. And I'm going to show you who those people are. Go ahead.
Strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees.
See, Aaron, you worry about your knees. He said strengthen. The weak hand. Your hands hurt. A lot of people hand hurt. So I'm getting older now, my hand hurt sometimes. Because this wilderness is going to give us strength in our body. Because they know how this man tried to shoot all this stuff in us and kill us. Been trying to kill Israel forever. Everything that genetically modified there, Israel. Everything. Too much salt and stuff. Too much sugar. Too much everything. And it hurting us. We dying faster than anybody. Go ahead.
Verse 4, say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance, even God with the recompense. He will come and save you.
Because there's going to be a lot of people over there in the wilderness. They're going to be fearful. They're like, man, what? Because we so conditioned. We institutionalized to America and this Babylonian system. We're going to be in a land with wilderness. We're like, man, what the bathroom at? Man, where the refrigerator at? They're going to say, strengthen him. You got to strengthen him because he's going to be on our part. He's going to do stuff different. Different. Read it again. Go ahead.
Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong and fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance, even God with the recompense. He will come and save you.
That's why we sealing people right now. We strengthening people right now to tell them, don't worry about your 401k plan. Don't worry about your car, your house. All that stuff will be burnt up and destroyed. Don't worry about that.